Jim Brogan, I was born here. I've been here all my life. I have 2 degrees from the University of Tennessee. So we do wealth management and retirement planning. So what does that really mean? Anything in your life that could impact your finances, whether it's investing money, whether it's how to structure income, if we can optimize our taxes, so we serve people. And that's part of our mission statement. We serve people.
Well, good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's hump day. Got that going for us. And it's another warm and muggy start to the day. And it's going to stay that way. Now, while we do have a cold front to our north and west, it's not going to push all the way through. So we never see the relief from the drier air or the drop in the humidity. The humidity levels are going to stay extremely on the high side. Now, when we talk about the upper level energy in the atmosphere, we've got a trough swinging our way. See how these white lines dip right there and the yellows showing up on the leading edge? Or out ahead of the trough, that's rising air. That helps force the air to rise, which in turn leads to showers and thunderstorms. And that's exactly what we'll see throughout the day today. We started the morning off with a little bit of fog around the area. Not a big deal. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s. So again, a warm, muggy start, which is actually a little bit warmer than what we were yesterday. As we get into the lunch hour, temperatures will warm into the mid 80s. We'll start to see increasing chances for some showers and thunderstorms. Forecast high temperatures back into the low 90s here today, but again, those heat index values are going to be pushing the mid to upper 90s and even a few pockets of low 100s. Now, when we're talking about the risk for severe storms, the Storm Prediction Center has kept us under a level 1 risk for isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. We've got a lot of energy in the atmosphere, so storm energy is definitely going to be there throughout the afternoon and evening. We have a water-loaded atmosphere, and that's going to lead to torrential downpours in isolated locations. So let me show you the future cast. Again, it's not widespread. Not everybody gets the rain here for the day today, but we'll start to see a few scattered showers developing as we get into the lunch hour. There's 3 o'clock here this afternoon. And again, may not look too terribly impressive on radar, but just realize this is a future cast. This is a forecast model. Just know that I do think that we're going to tap into the atmosphere and get some pretty good solid downpours, which we've seen in isolated locations over the last couple of days. So some coverage of rainfall throughout the day today. Not everyone gets the rainfall here throughout the afternoon, but we do have a level 1 and a level 2 up and towards the Tri-Cities area for some flooding and flash flooding concerns. And so we are talking about quite a bit of moisture to work its way on in. So let's talk about those storm threats. We're going to be isolated with damaging winds. That's in the low category. Not a chance for tornadoes. The atmosphere is not conducive for that. Low category, probably not. That's more of a water-loaded atmosphere. That's why I've got medium category for flooding and flash flooding. Because that really is going to be the story with the water-loaded atmosphere that we have taken shape. And if you have evening plans, soccer practices, outdoor events, keep in mind some of you may have to dodge those thunderstorms. We're at 86 degrees by 6, and we drop down to 78 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight. All right, so let's talk about heat index value and dew points. So the dew points are going to stay in the low 70s all the way through Friday. Again, remember that cold front never pushes all the way through. We have some pretty good coverage of rainfall, so heat index value goes down with more cloud coverage on Thursday. Bumps right back up Friday and Saturday. And then notice the dew points as we get into the weekend and the start of next week. We're going to be in the low to mid 70s, so extremely muggy conditions, which also leads to heat index values pushing the upper 90s to low 100s. Elevated rain chances over the next several days, slowly, gradually fading away, but still elevated rain chances even through the upcoming weekend. So when you add it all up, you'll notice that the southeastern U.S. is really going to start to get in on some of this rain activity, which we desperately need. Now, I know some of you have gotten a lot of rain. Some of us have not hardly seen any rain. I got a couple sprinkles at my house yesterday. Definitely not enough to take care of that brown yard. Here's your 7-day forecast. We'll drop into the upper 80s as we get into our Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But general idea is pretty average weather on the way with elevated humidity, giving us those heat index values and enough energy in the atmosphere to pop off some showers and some thunderstorms. All right, next week, I think another ridge of high pressure builds on in, which potentially could push our temperatures back into the mid-90s by next Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll keep you posted on that. In the meantime, have a great day. Don't forget to track the showers and thunderstorms with the interactive radar, giving you past, current, and future radar based on what's going on right now with the East Tennessee Weather app. Scan that QR code or just log on to easttnweather.com. I have links at the top of the website. Have a great Wednesday.